Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene, in Derek's car at Skylar's Therapy. I finally brought my car in to be looked at because it's been making a noise for quite a while. Not the air conditioner noise. I know that must be a belt or something. I'm not interested in that at this point. But just the front end, and when I turn it makes a grinding sound. And I was starting to worry about coming home from, Memphis late at night alone, so I brought it in. And I brought it to Gateway, which I can actually walk to from my apartment. And I asked Derek, and he knows the owner. They're both in the Chamber of Commerce, and so he said, no, they're good, I use them. But they are so busy, and they don't take appointments. You just drop your car off, and when they can look at it, they'll look at it. And then they'll tell you what's wrong. And if you can't wait, for the repairs, like let's say you have someplace you have to go the next day and it's not going to be ready, you can take your car back, but then when you bring it to be fixed, it's first come, first serve for that too. So you'd have to wait maybe a couple of days. So I dropped it off yesterday, Monday, and they said, we'll probably be able to look at it Wednesday afternoon. And I was like, and I made sure if I take it back, I'm out of line. He said, yes, you'll be out of the line. You got to get back to the end of the line. I was like, all right. So I left it. And Skylar wanted to go to therapy, and Derek said, that's okay, I'll take her. And I was like, well, why don't I still take her? I'm just going to sit home and twiddle my thumbs. Actually, I was being very productive today. So, but I felt like taking a break. So I'm here and in South Haven, and it was a very stressful ride here because we didn't plan when Derek needed to come get me. He wanted me to drop him back off at his studio so he could be doing stuff there while I'm here with her. So he was glad that I was taking her. But there's a train in Hernando that likes to make traffic insane, and school was let out, and it's just a lot of traffic. So I actually left Hernando 5 minutes before her appointment, and I do not like being late for things like that. And I had to go to the post office. Derek had to gas up. It was like, oh my God, I was so stressed. And I try to tell myself, it's not the end of the world if she's late. And she does have her therapist's phone number. So I said, at least text her and tell her you're going to be late. So that made me feel a little bit better. And we're here. We were late, but we're here. And I have Rocket Dog with me. Do you want to say hi, puppy? Huh? Want to come say hi? Come and sit on Mommy for a minute. Say hi to everyone. Let's turn you around. Hi, everyone. Hi. This little harness, I don't leave it on him at night. When I get up in the morning to just let him out really quick, I put a little collar that just slips over his head and a leash. He doesn't pull or try to get out, so I take him out on that in the morning. But then in the daytime, I try to take 3 walks per day with him, and I like to leave the harness on all day because it makes it quick and easy, and I just like him on a harness because if I want to tug on him or something, it's not on his neck. Huh, baby? And boy, does he know we're going out in the morning when I put that harness on. He jumps on the bed. I lay it on the bed. He knows that his little 2 paws are going to go on each side and that he has to sit still. He knows the routine. He's a good boy, a very good boy. And so I did that. I brought my car in yesterday. I did some other things. Can't really remember. I'm supposed to tell you. Oh, I am going to talk about the new way I am going to do my craft series when there's more than one video. I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But yesterday, I went to bed so early, 7:30. It was just one of those days. Today's been a yucky day, too. Just, yeah. So, I don't know. I know I did other things, but I got my car taken in. And if not for appointments, I wouldn't care if they kept that car for 2 weeks. I feel like I just need a vacation from life, and it kind of feels good to just be stuck at home. But with that said, I do want my car this weekend, but if I didn't have it, I could still go out Saturday night. Saturday night, I'm going out to Hadley's. Derek's friend Jeff, who is part of the Rhythm podcast, the Rhythm Section podcast. I'll never know the name of my son's podcast. The Rhythm Section podcast. They do that together. He and his wife are celebrating their anniversary, and it's a good band that I love, formerly known as. And so I'm going to that. But Derek is also going to that. I don't know if he'll stay all night, but if I don't have a car, I'm going to go with him, and when he wants to leave, we'll leave. But hopefully I'll have my car by then. If they say to me, this is what's wrong, and I say, yes, I want it fixed, but if they can't get it back to me for the weekend, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go pick it up, and then I'll play the waiting game again the next week. Hopefully it won't be something very serious and cost me $1,000. Yeah. So, I really need to start looking for another car, because I like to shop and try to get the best deal possible, stuff like that. And I don't even know if I would... I don't trade in cars. I like to sell them, because you get more that way. But actually, do I want to sell? Do I want to be burdened with that? I traded in the Jeep that I had because I didn't want to be bothered. Just wanted it out of my driveway. But I almost think I might keep my other car, even if I bought a car. I wouldn't mind having 2 cars, just in case. I don't know, that's probably silly to do. But, if Derek is having repairs, he'd have that car to use, and if I do, I'd have that car to use. I don't know. Today, I finally was able to put some stuff in my flash sale on my blog. I have some things on eBay. Always go check my eBay. The link is in the description of every video. And tonight, I want to put together some stuff for my bulk savings part of my sales on my blog, and I'm going to be putting some other stuff up for auction. I have the little rag quilt. It's up to $29. I'm very satisfied with that. I don't care if that would ever go higher than that. I'm surprised it's even up to that. But that's there for, I don't know, a few more days. I don't even know what today is. I think it's the 5th, and I think it ends on the 10th. This is 2023. If you're watching in the future, you're too late. But you can go check that out. You can click watch, and I think you get notifications or something. I don't know. I don't know if you get a notification when the bid changes. I think you do if you're actually in the game and you have placed a bid. But people always say, I want to know what it ends at. And it's like, just go watch it, and you'll see. When it's done, you'll see what the final bid was. I guess I'll talk a little bit about how I want to handle the series. I know I have done this before, and I don't know. I don't know why I don't always do it that way. I always say I should do it that way. But what I'm going to do, because it makes me so nervous when what are you doing, baby? Huh? What are you looking at? You looking around? I love you so much. We didn't go for a walk. I'll have to take you out, and then we can come back. I'm going to go take him out because he hasn't been out since we got here. And I'm going to walk around a little bit, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you about my series. Let's see if we can find the stuff that he likes to roll around in. It's over here somewhere. It's covered with leaves, though, so I don't know. See, it's this stuff right here. Let's see what he does. There's 2, like, big patches of it. It's kind of cold, and there's leaves there, so I don't know if he'll go crazy over it. But he wants to do that. Ah! Oh, I'm sorry, I scared him. He started. Look at him. Look at him. I told you, it's just here that he does that. Let me untangle him. Okay, let's see if we can just pass over that again. Let's go over here. There's more here. He's so busy looking around. There he goes. And he never does this anywhere else. This is the only place. And he's not doing it like he usually does. He'll just like throw himself down. It's so funny. But I want to get a close-up of this stuff. I've been told anise. I looked it up and it certainly does look like anise to me. That's what it looks like. I'm trying to balance my camera the best way I can. What are you doing? You're crazy. My series, my crafting series, my quilting and sewing series. When I start a series, I'm in the mood for that series. And then I'll pump out the first episode, sometimes the second episode, and then stuff can happen in my life that makes me feel like not doing the rest of it. And I don't like that. And then I have to force myself through and, you know, to get to the end. And I know I can look happy and all that stuff. And people said, oh, so glad you're happy. And that doesn't mean I'm happy. You know, I am a little bit of an actress doing YouTube. You kind of have to be. And I have done this in the past, and I'm going to start doing it regularly. That when I start a series now, you will not see part 1 until all the parts are complete. That way, if I do part 1, part 2, and for whatever reason, I'm just not feeling it, whatever, life, or just I don't like the project, stuff like that, then I just don't have to finish. I'm not obligated, because you guys won't even know I was working on something. And what I did in the past one time, and I would not do it that way again. I did one series once, and I let all the videos out at the same time. I think I had done a poll, and everybody wanted it all at once, so they could watch everything. But that's not good for my analytics. I'd rather spread that out. So because the first hour in the analytics, okay, what is going on? Okay, stop. Okay, just lay down, Rocket. Lay down. He's driving me crazy. Just lay down, baby. Lay down. I cannot pat you all the time. I can't. I just can't. Okay, come and sit on me then. You're gonna be weird. The first hour of a YouTube video determines how healthy the video is going to be. If it gets a lot of views and stuff in the first hour, a lot of activity, YouTube is more likely to promote it to other people, put it in front of other people's eyes who are not subscribed to me. So the time of day, like if I upload a video really late, later than I expected, my video just sits for that first hour, and that's not as good. I like to upload anywhere between, 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Central Time. That works good for me, and obviously, if it's a catchy thumbnail, then people will watch, and it gives a good boost, and then I can see in the analytics that YouTube is showing it to other people as to how other people are finding it. YouTube suggestions, things like that. And so, if you do a whole bunch of videos at once, like say I have a 5-part series and I put all 5 parts up, that fucks with the algorithm. Some videos might be doing better than others, and those other ones, though, are going to sit. Like part 1 might do okay, but part 2 and 3 and 4, some might not even watch that until the next day or whatever. So they don't get that good bump from YouTube in the first hour. So I'm not going to do that. What I will do is, say I have 3 parts, I would put part 1. Maybe the next 2 days, I've got other things I want to record. Maybe I'm here doing a car vlog, in South Haven. I like to do car vlogs from here. And then maybe I'll have something else. But then maybe the next day, it's like, oh, I don't have anything. I'll push out part 2 of that series. So you'll at least be guaranteed to get them, and you won't have to wait. I think the other one was like 12 days or something, from part 1 to part 2, and then part 3 I was able to do right away. I don't like to be stressed out like that over a series that I've started. So I think that this is going to encourage me to start some series, because sometimes I really want to do something, but then I said, oh, what if I don't want to do it, or I've got other videos that I want to do this week, and so I just don't get around to it. And now I'll be more encouraged to just sit down and knock out part 1 and then do part 2 whenever I feel like it, and we'll do it that way. And I like to keep series no longer than 3 parts, unless it's the Crumb Quilt Adventure, which, I don't know, that lasted forever. I still do really well with that series. It was really, really a good thing for me. I don't know what else I want to talk about. Let me think. I remember what I wanted to talk about. Not that it's very interesting, but I barely went out this past weekend. This is a Tuesday. Thursday night, I went out. I went to see Rock the Boat at Lafayette's. Had a good time. Danced. Friday night, nobody was really going out. I did not want to go out alone. I'm not in a mentally good place to just be out alone in a bar and just be sad. So I ended up staying home Friday night, and I went to bed very early. It was just like that, But I was tired too. Not just, not tired like because I did a lot of stuff, but just mentally drained. And I stayed home. And then Saturday, I would have kind of liked to go out. But again, I couldn't really find anybody. Did not want to go alone. So I stayed home Saturday night too, which was really unusual for me. But I thought, I can't force myself to go out and have fun. Why? Why bother doing that? Plus my car isn't running great. Plus it was cold. And I thought, I'm just going to stay home. And I had plans on getting a lot of work done, but I wasn't even into that. So I said, I can just take some time and just lay in bed and play stupid games on my iPad or whatever. So that's what I did. Sunday I felt a little bit better, and I thought maybe I'll feel like going to the Sunday Fun Day at Hadley's, forgetting that they were having their big Christmas special to raise money for kids. It was a Christmas fundraiser. So I didn't think of that. And as the day went on, it gets dark early, and I was like, I don't know. So Derek asks me if I could go and hang with Skylar a little bit. And I was like, yes, I'm not going out. He goes, all right. He goes, well, I'm going out, and I'm going to Hadley's. And he reminds me it was that Christmas special and bands that I liked. And Derek was going, and I kind of felt sorry for myself for a little bit, because I was like, God, I'd rather do that. But I knew I was just not in a happy mood. And I thought, no, I'm going to go just hang at Skylar's and spend the whole evening with her. And that's what I did. So I went with Rocket and just laid on her bed with her, and we just talked a little bit and stuff. And then I told her, I said, you know what, I'm going to run home, and I had some hard-boiled eggs, and I said, I'm going to make your dad an egg salad, and then I'll be right back. And so she said, okay. I left Rocket with her so he could have fun with her. And then I got back, and it's when I was getting in my car, I thought, Derek's artificial Christmas tree is still in the back of my trunk. It's still in the back of my car. And because I told him I had room to store it in my utility shed, but I just never bothered to take it out of my car for an entire year, almost a year. And Skylar was feeling down and out. That's why Derek asked me to go, just to go try to maybe cheer her up or whatever, just friends, things, high school, that kind of stuff. So I thought, I will tell Skylar that we're going to put up the Christmas tree. And I knew she wouldn't be really in the mood for it, and I really wasn't either, but I thought, when am I going to be in the mood? This is the perfect time. I'm home with her at her place. We're alone. We're not going to be bothering Derek by putting up a Christmas tree. Not that that would bother him, but I just, thought this is the perfect time. And I know Derek would love it. I knew he would be like so surprised and happy that that got done and that we did it together. So that's what we did. I told her, get up, get out of bed. And, I would have liked to have just laid in bed, too. But I knew it would be good for us. And so she did. And we went out and got the tree. I had stuff in my trunk that was in the way. I said, come and help me. Let's get it out of the trunk. And we did that. And then we put it up. And she helped me with the lights. I have no ornaments. The tree has 5 ornaments. Last year, I bought chocolate balls, those little foil wrapped balls at Dollar Tree, and taped yarn to each little one. I mean, it was just like a craft thing, and then we hung up all of those. So they were really cute because the lights, made the little foil glitter, and they were really cute, but they kept falling off the tape. And Derek would be like, every morning I get up and there's 4 or 5 of them on the floor. Those are the ones I eat. And so I knew I wasn't doing that this year. And the only other ornaments we had is Skylar found 4 rainbow ornaments. It came at Dollar Tree, like in a packet, 4 rainbows. She wanted those, so we got those. And then I had made a snowman, a bead craft thing at the library. I think that was the last library craft that I did. And the snowman became the top of the tree. So we have that snowman up and 4 rainbows. That's it. So I need to get some ornaments this year, and we will do that. Just some little Christmas balls or something, and then we'll put those up. So when Derek walked in, he was just so happy that Skylar and I did that together, and I was too. I went home relieved that we got that done, and it looks really pretty. Anyway, so I got to hang out with Skylar and put the tree up. Again, we did it together last year, and now we did it together this year too. So I don't know what else to tell you guys. I'm just like that today. I'm just that. Nothing spectacular going on in my life. I need to stop talking now, as I just don't feel like talking anymore. Okay. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back with more soon. Bye. When I waved with this hand waved too on Rocket. I don't know why. I think it's because this is the hand I always wave with, right?